All right, so we have one more video, which is going to be us ranking the Stormlight Archive books so far. So 1 through 5. This one's gonna be kind of tough. I feel like I've only thought about it a little bit, so maybe my answers will change over time. But for now, I think I have a decent list, so both of us will do it. Let us know your list or your ranking in the comments down below. But let's go one by one from...
Should we go least to best?
I feel like best to least. Okay. I kind of want to do best to least.
Okay. Sure, yeah, let's do it.
All right, best one.
Softens the blow.
Yeah, best one for me is still the second book.
Words of Radiance?
Words of Radiance.
Okay.
I still love that book a lot. I'll give my reasons, which is it centers around Kaladin a lot. I feel like that book was highly... I mean, a lot of them are, but like that one is when he becomes a Radiant in full, and the transition between that was so fun to watch. Like him keeping it a secret, him working for Dalinar and interacting with him more, because that's the first time we really get to see that. Him interacting with Shallan and also with Adolin for the first time as well. Like there were so many first time interactions that it made it feel so fresh and fun. Mm-hmm. And that's also when we get to see more of the characters from Bridge 4 really take their personalities, right?
Yeah.
There was just so much in that book that was introduced, and so much that happened in that book that made it so fun and so engaging for me personally. Yeah. Like mixing the storylines and everything. So that's my best. For
me, I think my favorite will always be Oathbringer.
Okay.
I think for me, it has so many things that I enjoy about Stormlight Archive. It has my favorite battle, the Battle of Thaylen Field, is one of the best fantasy battles, period, even above the final battle in Wheel of Time. For me, all the characters are a lot of fun. I love the little chapters we get of Bridge 4. You go through a day in the life of all of them.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
That was fun.
Dalinar has probably some of my favorite flashbacks. He's like one of my favorite characters, and for me, it just hits so many notes of everything that I love about fantasy in this book, because you see some big battles, you see people going through like their own interpersonal conflicts, and you even get to see like some of my favorite comedy, Lift and Dalinar, or Lift interacting with like the people are some of my favorite things. And like it was also the first, this also might be a bias, but this is the first release that I remember when I got into Stormlight and got into the Cosmere. This is the one that I first started and kept with, like reading the preview chapters and like getting really into it, and like it was like the first real experience I had of a new Stormlight book was coming out, and here I go.
Nice. Yeah.
And yeah, I'll always remember that book. I remember I specifically bought a Kindle to read that book because I was like having such a hard time reading Words of Radiance without like snapping my wrists. That it's like the first book that I end up reading digitally, and ever since that I've been reading Stormlight books digitally ever since.
I'll second you, man.
Yeah,
that's my second favorite one. So
okay,
yeah, Oathbringer. I feel like again we got to see a lot of interactions between Kaladin, Shallan, and Adolin in Shadesmar as well, like them doing the rescue. There was Alucard dying. There were so many good moments. In that book. Again, the final battle as well, him finally settling things with Amaram.
Well, and then he becomes a spooky monster. They kill. It's great.
Yeah, there was so many good moments in that book from Yasuna as well.
Oh yeah, when like you finally see her doing combat and stuff.
Yeah, her coming back and
her becoming queen.
Exactly. There's so many things, and then Dalinar's storyline was also in there. Definitely a great book for sure. Yeah. So that's my number 2.
It's your number 2? Oh man. This one's gonna be controversial, but for me, my number 2 is The Way of Kings.
Okay.
I think it used to be Way of Kings was one of my favorite books. Only recently had it changed, and kind of the placement was number 2, is because for me it's such a fun little read, because it's just you're introduced to the world, you're seeing things. It's funny now in hindsight 2020 how much it was like a low stakes type of book, but at the time it felt like such a high stakes type of book. Like, oh my god, it's because it's like a fantasy, but also like a sports-esque drama.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we got to get the team together. We got to train not to die. We got to go on these bridge runs, and then you have Dalinar going through these visions. Like, am I crazy? Am I not? And then you have Shallan.
Yeah.
Like, I got to steal the the Soulcaster. And it's apples to oranges now because it's like the old meme of like first thing you do in an RPG is find dog, last thing you do is kill God.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like you're looking for the dog in the tree.
I think that's not a bad pick at all because I was considering it as my second, but then I was debating which one's like my second, Oathbringer or Way of Kings, because I like the more I think about it, the more I like Oathbringer more because of the fact that there's more established story and characters and there's more interactions between them. The first one is my third one.
Yeah, no, for me, like Way of Kings is such a for me. I'll read it now and I'll just get cozy.
Yeah,
because you're experiencing the because you're experiencing the world of Roshar rather than you're now fully everything about it and you're a part of it. Because it's the first time reading it, it's so weird. Everything is rock and everything is crab, and like I don't know if I can relate to this, but once you get to like Wind and Truth, like I'm so into this. This is great. Crabs are awesome. And then it has one of my favorite things. The opening is, Sun Villano, Truthless as Shinobar, or White the day that he was going to kill a king. And now that we have Wind and Truth, it complements like you kind of. I wish the ending of the book was the last flashback chapter should have been him putting, Seth should have been putting on the white suit. And then it ends with Seth Sun Villano, Truthless as Shinobar, wore white the day that he didn't know what he wanted to do. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, that was my third pick, Way of Kings. For a lot of the reasons you listed just now, but also like getting that first introduction is always special, right? The first book is going to be special in that way because we're introduced to the characters and everything. And for me personally, I didn't really. The Shallan storyline was okay. Like at that point, at that stage in the story, I didn't really. Well, I remember when I first read it, I was like, it's okay. Like the ending was fun. The scene with Yasuna where she killed people in the alleyway was fun. The lesson, yeah, that was fun.
Which ends up biting her up in the ass later on. But yeah.
Hardly, man. Hardly. But yeah, I think that's the reason why I put Oathbringer above it is because I feel like there were certain storylines I didn't care about as much. The Dalinar story definitely got more interesting over time. Like after you read 2 and 3 is when I went back to read the first one and I'm like, okay, now the stuff is even more interesting. It's like a book that gains more value with every other book that comes out because of the more you learn and the more you can sort of see the first story in a different way, right? Mm-hmm. So in that sense, I really do love the first book as the third best. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I guess it's kind of hard to do like this ranking because it's always going to change. Like for me, I'm still kind of processing where I want to place Wind and Truth, so I'm putting it as my number 3.
Okay.
Because it isn't the worst book, it isn't the best book, but it's a book that, in all intents and purposes, complements the other books in so many different ways.
Definitely.
Because it hoists up Way of Kings, it hoists up Oathbringer, it hoists up even, well, we'll get to my last one. It hosts up A Rhythm of War in many ways, but it's like for me, it's a book that it's good, but it's also good because it complements the other. It's not an ending, but it's like a what's the worst way to put it? It's like a recertification of what we've already established, or like reinforcement might be a better word. But all the characters have their plans and they have their arcs, and it's like one of those like, where do I put it in the? I think once we get to book 10, I'm like, okay, where does it go in this? I feel like I can go based off my emotions or my passions, but I think right where it is for number 3 works really well.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like for Way of Kings, I forgot to mention, like I just really loved Kaladin's storyline and Bridge 4 and just like the introduction of magic, like the very beginning of all that stuff, and when they were just like more, I guess, grounded in a way.
Yeah, it seems more like, even though it's a planet with bugs and rocks and weird stuff, it still is grounded when you don't have people flying around and
Exactly.
turning into like suits of armor and like throwing their god-killing weapons at people.
Yeah. That was another reason why I really enjoyed it is because of that more grounded nature. But it's not necessarily just that, but it felt right, all of it, like for the story that it was back then. My number 4 is Win in Truth.
Okay.
Yeah. I felt like it was overall a good experience and had a great ending, had a lot of good endings for story arcs that, Way of Kings opened up. And yeah.
Yeah. For me, my number 4 is definitely Words of Radiance. Mostly because I think
I'm
we're
glad
about,
it's
I think we're gonna have the exact.
your
I think
last
we're gonna have the last ones about the same. But for me, it's like Words of Radiance isn't a bad book. I really enjoy a lot of portions of it. It's just not my go-to book, if that makes any sense. Of like when I want to read a Stormlight book, it has a lot of some of my favorite scenes. As like the duel with like Adolin fighting the 3 shard bearers.
Yeah,
and
man.
Kaladin comes in, like that's great. Shallan stealing Kaladin's boots. Like there's like little scenes that I really do enjoy, or even Kaladin learning how to ride a horse, which I absolutely love. But at the same time, it isn't that it's not a strong book. It's just for me personally on the scale, like you're not learning more things. It's more like it is reinforcing things that you learned in Way of Kings. It is expanding the world, but not the answers that I'm craving.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad there's like a difference there because it's my favorites.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. But the last one is Rhythm of War.
Yeah.
I just feel like that book it contained a lot of
It's
information. I felt like I didn't like the Shadesmar stuff as much with Shallan and Adolin being there. It felt too long for what it was for me personally. And as much as I enjoy the Kaladin story and him not having powers and all that stuff, it felt a little too isolated in a way.
Yeah, it also doesn't help when that book came out. It was during 2020, and I already felt pretty isolated, stuck in my house. And it doesn't help that book's also like the darkest book that you could possibly read in that current situation. Because I remember like reading it and just feeling depressed. Like I was reading the book, and the entire time I was like, I'm reading books to escape. This entire book is, even though it's Die Hard, and it's literally Kaladin going through Nakatomi Plaza. I'm like, I can't enjoy this because the main crux of the story is so depressing. Everyone is at their lowest, and it's only the ending is like when we get to the contest. It's like, oh, that's fun, that's interesting, but everything else. It's just a book that if I'm going to read it, it's going to be because I want to do a complete run through of the books rather than I could also just skip it and get the cliff notes.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed it for the most part, but it's the last on the list because of the fact that there were less interactions between characters that I enjoyed.
Well, yeah, all of them like kind of spread up because
Yeah,
you got
all
so
of them
used
spread
to
up.
Words of Radiance and Oathbringer where everyone is like talking and interacting with each other and working together, rather than this book is everyone's kind of split apart. And again, it's like it's funny, the color scheme of that book is purple, and every time I think of that book I just think it's everything about the best way to describe it is it's just such a blue book. Like everything just feels, it's just depressing. And for me, it's
man.
like I go by.
I like blue.
I do. I know. Oh, sorry. I know. I mean, it's just sad. It's like for me, it's
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I go sometimes by feelings, and it's like not a book. I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait to read. It's more like, oh boy, I can't wait to read about Moash's plan to get rid of Kaladin. And Dalinar stuff's fine. The stuff with Yasna's fine, but it isn't a book that for me. It's just it flatlines a little bit, but also it might be biased by when I read it and when it was released.
Maybe,
too.
but I think for that reason alone, it's lower than the other books. The one I mentioned where like the characters are just not interacting with each other as much. The main characters, right? The characters that I love.
But we do get Aelin and Shallan as a married couple doing married couple things.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Like I think I prefer when Kaladin is around when they interact. It's more fun that way.
Well, I think when it's the trio, it's more fun that way. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think those two by themselves, it's like it's cool, but when Kaladin's there, it's just it makes for
It brightens the room.
yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it so much more interesting,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, that feels about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically our list. And let us know down below in the comments what your ranking is for these books and your reasons why. Honestly, I still love every single one. I still enjoy this story as a whole. It's just for fun to rank them.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.
15 minutes.